You know, you are a product of your environment. The environment you stay in produces you. Your environment determines the horizon of your vision. When you spend time with people who have small mind, all that you can do is small things. They can't understand your vision because it's too big for them. They will call you all kinds of names. But when you talk to people who have big visions and have bigger minds, they will edge you on and challenge you. When you spend time with small mind, they will tell you you can't go far. They will keep you there because you are a product of your environment. Change your address and you can change your destiny. Change your location and you can change your direction. Sometimes we can't handle things. There is a challenge we have in this country, Ghana. We have a small mindset. The average Ghanaian hates success. We fight anybody who is succeeding in life. In this country, get one or two businessmen who are doing very well. Any government will want to pull them down. Any friend, any person will want to pull them down. We hate to see people succeeding. It is like we are allergic to growth. We are allergic to good things. Anytime you see a brother succeeding, we want to do everything to pull him down. The Indians will spend money and buy product from an Indian shop. The Chinese will spend money and buy the product from a Chinese shop. The Ghanaians will establish a shop and the other Ghanaians will go to the China shop to go and buy. We have destroyed our own businesses in this country. How come all the banks that have collapsed are Ghanaian banks? And yet only the foreign banks are thriving. What is wrong with us that we will fight anybody who wants to make a better life? And when any government comes and they see a businessman going, the question they ask, are they with us or they are against us? Why should the government think like that? So if they perceive you are not for them, they will do everything possible to run down your business. But a good government with a good mindset will create an environment for everybody regardless of your political affiliation.
Abusiafo mema munyina akwaba ba Freemind family we dey me me first video no me da kakra adwuma we ya na stress no edoso me sorry granche bia ya na stress no edoso nti me da kakra na me da ye no me son da ye se aseminam baabi ti me nyane ye no na me bisa me say e de da ye na maso yi he na me nam yi ase na me nam baabi na me hyedan kai now so me tena ase edwin ye na me kai say baabi na me nam e wo da ye num no in reality my nam hopen there's a place in Accra me fire some about 5 years ago and do to me say location na me hu no da ye num no is the same thing and I say it's the same place me ko fire 5 years ago I make ho asem e wo Accra no what you say and that drew my attention say enunti na abribia me ka say daye son daye na ya na ye ka ho asem no 99% illusion sabi ni pa say ye da ho ya dwen no enaye yakoma enstop ye yakoma egusu eye adwuma ye body organs ina no egusu eye adwuma enti no ena nipa so say ye wo right from the day aye be wo no wadwen no e hyase e store memory ebe store memories to the very day you die enyai storage of memory that is why I say your brain ankasa no very powerful to the point they say we don't even understand and I say most of us don't even know how powerful our brain is. Last time we shared documentary we know say even the most intelligent person on this planet grandpa no untimi use even 5% of the brain capacity or the brain capability. Me share sa documentary no me yam shame and I'm ka say if even the most intelligent person cry into me use so 5 or 10% there and na yen Africa for you go Ghana had the na ye 0.00001% gram you use here because we share 7 predators money more Jimini say hunu ne nkwasi asema ya cause ya me say ye ya dwen no cry there I just say senka ye if ya dream crampo aka we can still live because adrenaline aka say you use so in the first place into your brain very powerful into the very day no based on the data was stored over the years okoda wadwen no ebetimi a recollect those data stored in the memory na are casted to you back in the form of certain images be as a also die and all these things what you say enutina make say die ankasa no 99% illusion though there are some people who still insist to say utimi eso daye na ne daye son no abemu e wodache anase in the future as in obetimi aso daye ene na daye no abemu ebiabe 1 month or some 2 months ago no akai say ade we are esi eno na me son ho daye some 2 months or some 3 months ago or about a year ago. Sadia ne de mintimi enchiremu how those things happen. To the yemfa ne say omo etime so saa daye no yenka ne say that is their natural gift because me ametie men so saa daye no bi da say ma so daye ene na esi ewo in the future na say daache men so bi da na say bia men so kra na esi in the future man kai what ma say yemfa ne say to the yemfa ne say omo eso saa daye no that is their natural gift almost so gift at nature de emma omo no yemfa ne say now so about 99% of daye so ayeso no ina no just illusion your brain no based on the memory stored no and I casted those images to us what you say nti obi kra betimi aso daye especially asofo no isan say or the Bible edura na dream mu isan say or the mpaibo any akomchini any spirituality edura na dream no obetimi aso daye bi na say na bibi ne kasa obesore no no say nyankopon bi na ene ne kasa da bi eye data na was store na dream no eno na customer no eno na eyi nyoma bi kire no in the form of asini bi in the form of a dream in the sorry na waba be dada ne members say nyame bi na ene ne kasa da bi. Your diason is based on the memory you keep storing in your brain. Intimia ema obi me dada what must here. Ema obi enada. That is why programming is very important. Based on programming is very important. I'm dream start there no ho na me hu Twene Jonas video bi. And I'm here ma say no sorry. Mame enyi sa video no enchire mo Twene Jonas na o make a valid point pa na o kanya sasem. Mame enyi sa video no enchire mo na me based on that video to tell you guys something say nipa se we near how we are programmed. O ye danya ye be programming. O ye danya because ye wo wa afi na wadwe no ya chase e store data e wom. That is why the first language you learn no it comes like automatically. You just see yourself speaking that language. But after your first language, which is your mother tongue, learning any other language becomes much of a challenge for you because at that time, where the kind of store a language be what dream bringing a second language to store in your brain becomes the brain begins to find it a little bit difficult storing that language what must say because already what the kind of programming what dream programming where when you are born your brain is virtually empty and as I mean cancer your brain is empty nipa your environment and ebesha say store data ego what dream which is automatic we can never stop that thing but the kind of data and how we program our brain is what determines our current situation and what determines the future of our country. As countrymen, as Ghanaians, let us be cautious of the kind of data or the kind of programming we give to our children. Tiabusia, yenhwe Twene Jonas ni video no na stewia machire madwen ewo ho. Yenhwe video no.
Samiri abrofo nkoa obetuma hia broni no diam nika gidigidi obadwene ho ante ase so diam nika abeka so obi na epam nye obi na epam no wo ya ye late wo adwumam nti ha no ye training nkura ne serious omo no from ne nkura brema ye wo no na ne a kire ne say time is money nti time is money no aka ne trim nti from osori ya adwuma na okọ adwuma ba bibini wo ne ba no aka kire say oh enya effort nyame ne manipa nyame ne hira nipa nyame hira ne manipa ye odefo enti wo de akwa asori ene bibini america kro betu de akwa asori broni krom nyansen ye adwuma 24/7 america kro ahomache wo de obi nim ho ahomache maame bi na no bi nko ba beti ahwe mi hia na adan a wan kontem a obi nim ho nya ni mu ntena nam si ei maame enti obi nim ti wo be that means you akonya bicycle na nkofo yiyi no ahu nyansen ye adwuma 24/7 obi nim nti wo ba bewu osi wan kontem a onya ni animu ntena obi nim ho na so enti abrofo no omotete omoma no de maminyina ho na mentime nka asem ni abrofo no say no omotete omoma no from ne ba no obewo no no a kire ni say enye races kanokre tuntum kokko blue bibini so ewo ne ba no a kire ni say nyame ene bonipa ho ban bro nsam so ena kutia nipa enti say wo ade da ho na okowia we are the now Sisa, Bibini Bano, or Adiano Korea, why a bonny. Nasa, we are the enemy now Sisa, Nasa Unyang, we inquire the Oko Sachra, Yamedo Bonnie in Abecho. But Bini Bruni no so nimbo no nimbro and some no nim yame. And you are no one a bar or so Uko you be at the idea Koji, Yaduko prison for life. And Tia Crane then Tim say, oh, we are the no prison, and to a mefa. So differences, no. So only identity, and to Bibinino, Brunini Bano or no one peso but the prison. And I Bibini, ya catch and say, Bonano di we crana, obey Master Boniface. Oh, because Nicrum no Bibini Crumuno. Prison no cry and found obituary Sicasa about Crumhano. So we Sikaniba, we are one back with the Bonia prison no Conya Fena, ye bears a man may apply or Henry will have me or fire or Henry will have there be a how we Sicani said Diane, eh, and Rani do I do. Auntie and crown Miss Uko prison before man quite a go. Uko Unam Kano who so be to we are neighbor Biniba. Sanya bibini ba na ayi abrofo na omufi free other countries abati say Cuba nom ne ayi hwanhwan ne ayi wayifo no omunko ana ohun ombenya ntobase amu atwa kwam na metwa wo ya ntobase omu dwen nipa ho amuma ne bi na ide sankwa ba broni pa na ono anim Yesu no ono no onni bone na me say kraba me free ase ya me bai odipa ono anim Yesu no me koy me phone me di kosi charge one ho omko for charge phone sa iPhone Galaxy na say hey NSC wo Ghana nka obi abefa koda dada club na wo no akọ club no phone sisi wo Galaxy S1 hwan iPhone hwan Pro onu ani krom Ghana sorry dem crash obotom ni yi so phone kura be hwan waje ohun sika nyina masa so phone kura be wia no aha say phone she da ho asisi charge da ho bi amfa obi timi konom ne nsa na odi nsa na siwo na okọ no akọ saa no asan beto aso anom obi amfa drum kogum onu anim nyame no Ghana ye di nyame ni ewia nyame se nyame kasa kirem se obi amfa 5 million emra sisi a bicycle na obi abeyi bi obi de ne de ebesi wono ibi na fa ko ba bi nyansen ye adwuma 24/7 kofo na eyiyi no kofo yiyi omu yiyi a na omu de ko omba no ma be park nyansen ye adwuma nyansa ye adwuma onu anim nyame yo ne de ne se memmo kro no kanokre ensisi obi wati ase usisi na awokodam wahu na meche no ye chewa awokodam aban kan na mu 24/7
yeah ensem a Twene Jonas akan nyina no ne foundation anase ne fapim eye programming na meka ho asem no how we have been programmed in Africa how yede nyamesom ene nyame ene sunsun wiase ene osaman ene spirits ene eduro ene juju ene sunsun wiase mu nsem ne saa nneoma no a program ye no ama saa nneoma no a disconnect yen from reality. Instead of solving our problems from a realistic point of view, we tend to solve our problem from the unrealistic point of view. That is why we don't seem to be able to solve any problem, because we have been disconnected or we have lost touch with reality. What must say? Our society, your society, your neighborhood, your country, your team, your situation, as a result of our kind of programming, and the kind of programming is what determines our mentality. And I will share a brofonon society. Almost society, it is as a result of almost kind of programming. Your kind of programming or the programming you are given right from birth, and not the kind of mentality you have as an adult. What you must say, Ebusunya, and Sana to us video.
With children in China often being taught to code before they enter primary school. China has been making huge investments in robotics and artificial intelligence. Programming courses are being taught in both primary and secondary schools.
The code we're writing now is in Python. This coding language is all in English. I hope to write a coding language in the future that uses Chinese.
Jesus.
Yes, enti video kitwe ya yehwe on se muhu se China for no omo e programme omo nkwada no to face reality. China for no omo e programme omo enkwada no with knowledge. China for no omo e programme omo enkwada no with success, with success mentality, with a mentality of creativity, with a mentality of innovation, with a mentality of go out and do something, go out and invent something, go out and create something. Inti akwada no right from ada ye be woni nyano ye programming no ye man of positive programming, ye connecting it to reality. Inti akwada no nyia, that child will forever face reality and begin to solve his or her problems from the realistic point of view. Now so here Africa for the na ye programming ye nkwada no with doctrines. Ye programming ye nkwada no with fairy tales. Ye programming ye nkwada no with stories bia me no obia entimi improve. Stories bia eye abrofo no e na sabi mpreduasa e beton e ma ye. Stories are ene abrofo na on beton ma ye krampo no ehu se eso ni mfaso enti omo enkyere e wo omo suku demu biem. Sa stories na aye a cake in the western world no. Sa story na yentimi enfa invent hwe no. Sa story no yemfa nye car. Sa story no yemfa produce doctors. Sa story no yemfa boost economy. Sa stories no yemfa enye agriculture. Sa stories no yemfa training engineers. Sa stories no yemfa enye adie bia eboa ema yemman no etumpon nanso yesuku demo yenkwada na yetwa fees say yenkyere omade se na ebeya ombetimi aye the future leaders of this great country no. Yeah, these are stories we are add value bia ewa ya bra bomu na a program yenkwada no. Inti the average black man is not programmed to think. The average black man is not programmed to be innovative. The average black man is not programmed to create. It's not programmed to invent. It's not programmed to ask questions. It's not programmed to think critically and reason as a rational human being. We are rather programmed to conform, to follow, believe, to have faith and not to ask questions but believe and follow. That is why asking question is very difficult for the black man. And nothing na omo ekwine sa word no blasphemy. Yes, don't ask question. When you put omo question pe you say you're blasphemous. You say that is blasphemy. Don't ask question. Abomination. It yankasa no your programming and not a result in the way we think. And until like I said, the black man does not think correctly. The reason why the black man does not think correctly is because the black man was not programmed correctly. What you must say, I'm making a valid point. Programming, and I say no matter who you are, programming you can never escape it, because the moment you escape programming, and I say, which kind of human being are you going to be? You will be a human being without identity. You will be a human being without roots. You will be a human being not even knowing who you are. The programming in itself, and negative. It is part of society. What am I saying? Because programming and it me ema nipa o conforming to society na yebewo atomu. Programming and it me American ni having what they call American values. Programming and ema Asantini having what we call Ashanti cultural values. Programming and ema Enkraini, ema Eveni, ema Nzemani, ema Dagombeni, understanding a culture na or what we call a cultural value. Man no. It me identify ne ho as eweni and as Asantini and as Enkraini. Without programming, no, you become like a computer without a power source, and as you become like an empty barrel. Without even knowing who you are. The programming in essence, is very important. And so the question is, how are we programming our children? Your positive programming and your negative programming. Your programming will be brainano and your main can is a negative and as a useless programming. And your programming be a yet productive and far and punto be a maya brabomo. Okwa bruchira courses are almost no crampon different from courses are you Ghana. What you must say and untina se uwie Legon and I say uwie UCC and I say uwie UDS simple na se utu kwan ekwa bruchira. ansa na obetimi enya adwuma papa aye no gese wasa akọ broni suku because broni nim say Africa ho na wo free eba no yesuku no eye wak Africa ho na wo free eba no yesuku no eye sabi unnecessary theory. There's no productivity, there's no practicals. So one to me I'm pass it through the school system no I'm one gaining some skills and connected back to reality. Not say of Juma, you mess up, you can't do it, you will not be able to conform to the rules and societal values. No, it no say odi kan esa de ofani suku mu every program and sana what me ababeye ejuma papa ewo abrochiri because they don't respect our educational system here. Uko China, and you China for Asian. Minia, that is why the Chinese are conquering, and the Chinese will keep conquering because when we China near us radar, they don't have time for laughter. Chinese don't even laugh. They are always serious because they mean business. These are guys who are poised for success. They are ready to succeed and conquer the world at all cost. Now so Oba Africa there, we are all concert people. Obia a comedian, Obia a concert, Obia a comedian. It's only in Ghana. And I say, why a comedian? And I say, well, who send you see a Jimia, unya followers. Well, who send you see a concerter, Obia any nyong, oh mama ye celebrity, unya superstar, internet, o share your media numa, Obia a concert man, Obia a comedian, Obia a yin kunya, Obia a asresem. Sa new man on sono. In as much as say, a stress reliever, in the kind of stressful world na ya create ama ye hono comedy no eboy e ma yitimi esre e release stress now so too much of it no e ma ye serious people too much of it no e ma the outside world no take ye serious what him say e ma outside world no take ye serious ene ya programming ye wrongly to the point say bibini se ne yonko bibini mpo entimi nka broni kasa na yesre no se oye asantini for example na se ontimi mpo enka twi no yi ana se onye so good in twi na yensre no we rather hype the person say akra we dey media me made media jai omo nti twi o media me made abrofo ma o media me made abrofo nkwa no moka ono ane language no se ontimi mpo enka express ni hu ye in ono akasa language na yensre no, we rather hype the person, we rather respect the person, and we rather salute the person. Maybe say me a victim. Brofo be brain kra eya akrop to be tree kasa no say I can hardly construct even a single tree sentence I mean for brofo embemu. Ye nano we have become victimized. Ye nano ye a victim of some wrong programming na make ho asem. What him say now so uhwemu ya anko say oye eweni na se wontimi nka ewe kasa mpo ananka say yesrew because ediebent na woye eweni na wontimi enka wan kasa ukrom kasa wontimi enka the very first language ayede e programming wo wontimi enka wan kasa mother tongue oye asantini oye nkrani na se wontimi nka wan kasa enu mbom na nka say yesrew enye obi kasa brofo no enye ye dia eye sabi abrofo a ombe colonize ye no eye through them and I adapt brofo kasa no and na all man kasa krampo no obo be kire ye brofo kasa no because they had a plan for us, because they had an agenda for us. On say omo ba Africa foforo no the first obstacle that they were met with the language barrier. On ba ye no na ye nti omo kasa and na omo so enti ye kasa, but they had a plan for us, we they don't have a plan for them. Nti omo tena se and omo kasa edwin ye say enkofu ebesi den na yetimi a indoctrinate omo ebesi den na yetimi a programme omo to see us as masters ebesi den na yetimi a programme omo to look up to us forever and ever. Inti no say omo di kan e break is a language barrier no and omo sha ase e create schools a omo sha ase kire brofo kasa any ade and no crampo no it wasn't easy, but isan say they were determined to do it. Inti no they were able to do it. What must inti and then se obi enti brofo a obi ye Ghanaian na se onti brofo a eno nche se wonim nyansa eno nche se wagimi brofo no eye language sebi ye man pani a wanya ne baby ko eye JJ Rollins na ni suku ankon kan bi asa o JJ Rollins owi achimota ya odi ru soja juma ya na odi be yeku wa na odi be man pani di JJ Rollins ankata no na in terms of education na onye scholar sa na so JJ obi na no se ori brofo a obetu chama no brofo eye kasa te se twi kasa eye kasa te se aibe kasa eye kasa te se enkran kasa and is nothing unique. A foreign language It is a obi a Ghanaian na say on tesa foreign language na and non chese sa nipa no onim nyansa and non chese sa nipa no ontimi eni omompani ma ne yie and say ontimi enye bibi e ma ne yie na yesre no ye nyai sa de no na no as a result of negative programming na make ho asem no. And China for anti-brofo. Oko China, all they know is their Chinese language. Now so Africa for awarded Chinese contractors contracts. They don't even have a common language with us now. So the contract today the Chinese are conquering the world. They also go for UN meetings, and the Chinese President Xi Jinping is able to meet the US president and have a chat with him, and even meet the Russian president and have a chat with him. Brofo, how is that impossible? Because innovation akọ enima ma your translators translator no krabu ni wa omo comfort to omo nchen a obo translate kasa no ema omo entino. You don't need to be fluent in a foreign language to be successful. As a country, as Ghanaians, we don't need to be fluent in Ubroni language before yenso you be feel say you can sabi ewiase ho anasa yenso yesa fata say achieve bibi debi. Let us be content with our own language. Now I am entreating the government to say, you declare the Twi language as a national language, because Twi Kasano, they say almost Ghana Nibia etini eti Twi kakra. Only good in Twi kram, that least oka Twi sentence baku minua ote ni aoka no ase. Why are we failing to make the Twi the national language? Now Yeman Penny, go for the cry, all this time we are COVID-19 ebai or ma address bia brofon kwa Ghana for so and sheda ente brofi papa. It's not just say one kasano, you are communicating to your people or with your people in the language that they are not good in the language that omo cry and sheda ente was here. How would that be possible? Meanwhile no senka o kan say anasa o masa address no e wo kasa o my phone no eti ase yanka o my phone no e betimi ate wase and adhere to the rules that you are giving them. Lockdown crab be crab on ti ase dey any lockdown. Go to the villages and listen to them. Dey crab no man panic dey any lockdown ya okay. Now so bi anka ye chechire mu e wo twi mu a anka o mu nya e benya enti ase no ye. What must ebusia, let us begin to program our children positively. Si ye pese ye mind no yenso ye hyase ehu ensesaye bi e wo ya brabo mu na ye hyase eto mpon na yetimi ni abrofo no so economically, financially, when it comes to the world of innovation and all these things I was say ye hyase e programming ye nkwada no positively. O e baba na say bia from 18 years ago so who say oye memasem ni ade na say upese utunifo a men ka say bia abena memasem a wo ye Yesu mpe anase Nyankopon empentijai da bi catch say the moment a obema no anase ubetunifo based on that story no na kwa say o connecting that dream to illusion, because those stories no yent be improve now. So the best effort anka ubetimi dia ma obane say akosia o say sensi a ohu ofe. Why say sabi flowers or babia say wusi so na so mpoku ya say age na so asa na tie na so o hips no toy e sha say epia asa na tie emema bedi wachi ubabia obenam bia na emema say opani ade na so akosua masa ade no ewura utire mu say sabi o so ahofe ni de ebi kra ma wi ase da da bi ahofefo bebiri abawi ase aba betwam ko nti akosua unyina so say ya forever nti samre ya ugina wo na so yi samre no say ugya me masem na oma wani da ho say na bia ese bema bia na ni eda ho eba wakwan ma ubetimi ene na atena na eja mu nyina no motimi abuilding future together. Afi so no say when nyai me masem na bema bi betimi ni wa wo kra obeka say akra no nya ne dia, because say bia samre na wo ne no etwempra no na wo sa na sa games ya wo say play nyina na wo hu ba na isan say opese one o dante no na wo pese obeka ho asem. It is a okonye mpego say kwaku say enyame dia ya so say enyame dia afi obi hu na akra no na obi a ejai akra no abawo so na akra no enya papa say ankwanko ba ne sa akra ene ya re adoso wa hwe a obenya STD bi eno kra beteti wa brabo nti akosua say when nyai sa anima we are, these are the consequences. So when nyai memasem na, these are the consequences. And no what to benefit from the realistic point of view. Sana brofunity you, they give you the realities of life. Now so ye tia and ya dwini na ya Bible, ya dwini na ya Quran, ya dwini na ya nyamesom, ye tua sika e de ye nkwada no akosukuu no na ye de abrofo stories na ye de arab for stories e na sabi e program ye nkwada no ye besi dan ene abrofo no akompete ama no aye yie enya possible the million Ghana for members of Freemind family wow hwe me wow tie me say let us begin to program our children positively. Let us begin to connect them to reality and disconnect them from illusion. Say hell be owa ye hu hell da obia ehu heaven da obia ehu nyankopon da na so ye hu say ye ku amroba da ye hu say ya che obi atomu da ye hu say ye si obi abo ekuni da ye hu say sabi mob action ekuni pa bi da ye hu say obi enya ace ewuda ye hu say obi awa kwada wanya ekunu da sa mani na ye hu bi da. It is a year 2 young quadano for year 2 or more for based on those stories now you who around us, based on what is happening in our society and not based on what they claim to have happened in a book. That's the only time I wait to me Ashas here our program young quadano from a realistic point of view. We are all victims of programming. We can never do away with programming. Now, so the biggest question is, how are we being programmed? And only question I was saying, no, you be silent. Now, in moving forward, yet me make changes be. So na be as changes no, it me are reflecting in our society. So na be as send your person, your society no, yes a abrofo die no, yen so your society no, it me a yes sir. Si ye pesa ye yese abrofo na yensua emfree abrofo no ho. It's as simple as that. If you want to be like me, you learn from me. If I want to be like you, I must learn from you. It is ye pesa ye country, any ye society, any ye thinking also be say abrofo de na yensha se ensua emfree abrofo no ho. Senia abrofo no esi eye omo nneoma na yenso yen adapt it, na ye modify no to suit our own self, to suit our own personalities. To remodify to suit our own self, as in including our own culture and everything that make us a people. Yesuya and yoma every omohono nchesa yanto ye bibia entwene da bi na emum yesuya enima pano emfiri omoho na yemfanka yenima pana ye wo e Africa ha no se ne be ya ebetimi aye a more modified, a more better people than we have always been. Aye very simple. Aye very simple. Anyesa se yekoso etra yesuku edemo eton sa stories we ya abafo kra eja eton ede ma yenkwada na yekoso e programme yenkwada no negatively a your society no say ya na ebeye your mindset no sa na ebeye and nothing is going to change. It's as simple as that. Me do asese wa hwe me do asese wa tie me. My name is George Freemind and you're part of the Freemind family, and see you in my next video. Have a nice time. Enjoy your evening. Peace bless up. Bye.